We have ministerial staff. We have the missionaries, the deacons, and then we have a host of members who all are contributing in one way or another to the progress of the church.
And they pretty much help make the load lighter on you?
Yes, well.
So Pastor Lane, what would you say has been your most difficult task as a pastor?
My most difficult task as a pastor, that's a good question. I would say my most difficult task. I would say when I have to deal with the disciplinary aspect of the ministry, you know. It's like when a parent has to spank their child. It's not something that you get a lot of joy in doing, but you know it's necessary to yield the desired results. So that's kind of difficult for me. Yep.
Okay, because Peter Rock is a holiness church, right?
Definitely.
And they strictly off the word of God.
Definitely.
So, as the saying is, worldly church, would you define that, like, worldly church, and what problems do they bring about?
Well, a worldly church is a church the church life has been polluted by the influences in the world, where the Bible said that we are not to be conformed to the world, but we ought to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. Matter of fact, instead of the world influencing the church, we are supposed to have the greater impact upon the world. So that's what happens when a church is polluted. It becomes worldly, and it's reflected in the dress, in the music, in the conduct of its members.
Okay. What comes to mind when you hear the name Peter Rock?
Peter Rock comes to mind Matthew, 16th chapter, where Jesus asked his disciples, "Whom do men say that I am?" And their reply was, "Some say that you're Elias, Jeremiah, or some other prophet." And then Jesus said, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter spoke up and said, "Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Jesus said, "Flesh and blood has not revealed this unto you, Peter, but my Father, which is in heaven." And he said, "Thou art Peter, and upon this rock." Now some people think that means that upon Peter, the church is built, but he was really referring to the faith that Peter expressed, that you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. And upon that faith, I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So Peter Rock is a church whose foundation is really built up on Christ. And certainly the foundation of this church is Jesus Christ. He is the center of attention, he is the center of attraction, and our foundation is built up upon him.
I can vouch for that. But what would you say is unique about Peter Rock?
What is unique about Peter Rock? Well, we're known for a church that really praises and magnifies God. We're not caught up in personalities. Jesus said, "If I be lifted up from the earth," not personalities or people or people's abilities or talents, but if I be lifted up. In this church, we really lift up Jesus. Yes.
Okay. Well, Pastor Lane, I know you have impact on a lot of people, You're a great man of God. You preach a word with no limitation, just strictly holiness. But can you elaborate on what Sister Lane means to you and the Peter Rock family?
Oh, Sister Lane. She is my angel. She is my help meet. She's telling me, for me, God knew just what I needed. He knew that I would be called to the pastoral ministry. And a pastor really needs a special kind of woman. And Sister Cynthia Lane is that special lady that just fits, And she's just by my side They say behind, but she's by my side. They say behind every great man is a great woman. But she walks on my side. And so she's very special, and I love her very much.
We thank you for your time, Pastor Lane.
All right.
There you have it, folks. Holiness at its best.
Okay.
Pastor Harold
Very
Lane, 13400 South Corliss.
Yes. God bless you. Great interview.